10 plants that bloom in winter. Winter hazel is a small deciduous shrub that, as the name suggests, literally shines in the colder months. It has beautiful translucent yellow petals on small blossoms that, if backlit, shine like stained glass. The dark gray stems and pale yellow blooms create an interesting framework for the blossoms to cling to, creating a very stark but elegant design against snowy and cold winter skies. On warmer winter nights, the volatile essential oils in the plant are released on the wind and you are greeted with a spicy fragrance that you will not soon forget. The small yellow bell-like blossoms of winter sweet are so cheerful that the only thing that can make your smile any wider is the intoxicating smell of this winter blooming shrub. When the flowers open completely, they are undeniably cheerful with a deep purplish or burgundy center that contrasts with the pale yellow petals. These make an amazing cut flower for a winter arrangement for both visual and aromatic appeal. Winter jasmine is a deciduous flowering vine that blooms from November and right on through the season. In its native China, it is called yingchun, or the flower that welcomes spring. Its bright yellow flowers are found on trailing, vine-like green stems. This makes it useful as a ground cover or for trellises. Winter jasmine gets its scientific name from the fact that it grows on bare or nude green stems, which are pretty themselves next to the yellow flowers. If you are looking to ring in the new year with a cheery splash of color, then the Japanese apricot is your tree. Prunus mume is a small deciduous species which explodes with beautiful little pink, white, or red blossoms in January and February like clockwork. Most Japanese apricot trees have an amazing aroma too, and they only reach a height of 20 feet, so even the shortest of us can get a whiff of their blossoms. There are over 250 named cultivars, and this is a testament to how long the gardeners of Japan have been breeding this species. You will need to search for this plant some, as it is often difficult to find in nurseries, but you will most likely find the W.B. Clark and Kobai online. Winter heath is a beauty year-round, but it steals the show when it blooms in late November through early spring. The species has many cultivars, but all are evergreen shrubs that trail closely across the ground and make amazing low-maintenance ground covers for full sun areas. Depending on the cultivar, winter heath will delight your eyes with heavy blooms of light pink to nearly purple all winter. If set against a freshly fallen snow, the contrast of purple and white is breathtaking. For those lucky folks living in the Goldilocks zone that affords you the luxury of a mild winter, with temperatures no colder than 10 OF, the Japanese plum is an excellent tropical evergreen choice. It blooms a month earlier than the Japanese apricot and is small in size, reaching no larger than 25 feet in height. When planting the Japanese plum, consider pairing it with the Japanese apricot. If you combine these two trees in your landscape with a dwarf or intermediate striped bark Japanese maple, you can have a stunning winter and fall interest Japanese garden that pleases the eye for months on end. Just as you are in the depths of winter and you do not think spring will ever come, through the cold ground comes the hope-bringing little snowdrop. Galanthus has little white flowers that are only inches tall, with drooping white blooms that are as white as freshly fallen snow. Often naturalized in an area, they will spread profusely and wildly. Galanthus propagates both by self-seeding and offsetting bulbs to form large clusters of flowers. This spreading makes the snowdrop an excellent flower to plant under a wintering flowering tree to create a beautiful ground cover. Witch hazel literally bursts with color. This little shrub holds on to its seeds till they ripen, then, when it is ready, it explodes, sending them out as far as 59 feet. While that is amazing in itself, as the seed pod prepares to explode, the seeds start to spin inside the pod at an incredible 26,000 times per minute. The colors of this plant often look like streaks of light from fireworks, coming in yellows, oranges, reds, and purples. Witch hazel is also aromatic, and not the astringent smell most people are familiar with from the medicinal product. The aroma varies across the cultivars from spicy, to sweet, to floral. Witch hazel is the plant you need to light up your winters and give you that boost when you need it most. Winter aconite is a terrific little plant that blooms late in the season, just before you would see the snowdrops appearing. It is a single small yellow flower that pops from the center of bright green bracts, grass-like leaves. The cheerful yellow works well with the white of the Galanthus, and the two are often planted together in the same manner to complement a small deciduous shrub or tree such as winter hazel or witch hazel. In the right conditions, winter aconite will spread profusely and you will have a sea of yellow to lift your spirits. In the shadiest of places, tucked under a tree, you might find a sign of color peeking out, reminding you that spring will be doing the same thing soon. This is what the perennial evergreen Hellebore does. Often mistakenly only referred to by the common name Lenten rose, there are actually many varied species that fall under this genus. They all enjoy the shade and the cool weather, and some will thrive even in snowfall. It is best, though, to keep them sheltered from the coldest temperatures by placing them under and around trees or shelters. Providing the right conditions means you will be rewarded with a beautiful specimen that flowers in a graceful, gentle bow. And they can grant you shades in almost any color you can imagine. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more interesting videos. And please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm.